from those stories as they continue to unfold. Well, indeed, we simply want to take you right now to the Orange Democratic Movement Election Board, where it is set to formally announce the results of the ongoing party nominations. Crew is standing by at Orange House and will bring you those developments as soon as they begin. Well, I'm told that that is indeed currently going on, and we want to cross there live now to get the latest on the ground and indeed just listen into Judith Pereno as she starts to talk.
That is about 10% of what we have done so far. And of course, as a board, we have moved swiftly to address those challenges that have occurred while we are in this particular exercise. The technical hitches that include late kickoffs, insufficient ballot papers, which we account for high turnout. You saw the queues. And of course, we have a few mischievous acts by aspirants, and we have accordingly taken measures, some of which we have, as a board, been able to announce. The board has received and reviewed the reports and is satisfied that indeed there was a problem in Quisero, constituency of Kakamega County, Butali Chegulo ward in Malava constituency, and there was a problem in Butsoso ward in Lurambi. For these reasons, we as a board have announced here that we are going to repeat alongside Matungu, which we already had addressed. On the 20th, we are going to repeat Matungu. We are going to do Matungu because Matungu was never done because of a hitch. But we are going to repeat Quisero, the constituency of Quisero, and we are going to do Butali ward and Butsoso East ward. Those are the repeats for Kakamega County. Of course, we already had addressed Matungu, and we expect our people to come out. We are sorry we had to push Matungu from today's date to the 20th because we intend to do better in terms of preparations, and we intend to ensure that we have a free and fair exercise. We have removed all the officers who had participated in the earlier exercise and replaced them with others, and that is why we had to push to ensure that it is free and fair. In Kilgoris constituency, there were reports which we have since confirmed as an election board that one of our aspirants was actually arrested while pre-marking our ballot papers before the exercise started. And of course, we have reports that he was put in and charges preferred against him. The board has since cancelled the particular results for Kilgoris, and we are, as a board, going to consider giving further directions in as far as the rest of the candidates are concerned, because we had 3 candidates and they all participated in the exercise, and we will give directions on Kilgoris. But of course, our candidate who was arrested pre-backing our ballot papers is disqualified by this board. The results for Busia gubernatorial nominations, as you know, were nullified because of massive irregularities that we noted as a board, and we have ordered for a repeat on the 25th. We have seen a lot of reports, and we appeal to our people that as a board, we are going to follow the nomination rules. The nomination rules expect us to have a result that is announced, expect us to have announced the results and the winner, but when you decide to quash those results, then the only other option is for you to repeat, and we are ready for a repeat, and we are actually going to only repeat Teso North and Teso South. That is the decision of this board, because the rest of the results were okay, and we don't have to disturb the whole county just for purposes of this repeat. The board will this afternoon release the results as received by us from the returning officers from the counties that have already concluded the exercise. So far, we want to say that we are fairly satisfied with the preparations for these nominations, and we are ready to correct whatever mistakes that have happened in those that we are going to repeat. And for the Counties that are coming in tomorrow, we are ready. We have dispatched materials. They are on site already. And these are the counties of Taita Taveta, Trans Nzoia, Nyamira, Nakuru, and Kajiado counties. Preparations have been done. Our teams are in the field, and we expect that we shall start without any hitches. We have some concern, which we deeply regret that is happening. The schools, especially Nongo Primary School in Kitengela, and multipurpose, which is in Isenya, which is a gazetted polling station for purposes of IBC elections, have indicated that they have directives. They are quoting Mr. Matiang'i as the person in charge of education, that they cannot allow this institution to be used for purposes of our nomination exercise. We as a board believe that gazetted polling stations are open for use for purposes of this nomination. That is what we know. And we are asking our people to turn out in large numbers and go to the gazetted polling stations that we have given. We expect cooperation, because when you gazette a polling station, then it is gazetted for public use. And we are entitled to use these facilities. And we are telling them to turn out. These are our schools. These are the same people that belong to those schools. And we ask them that they go to these polling stations for purposes of voting. We don't expect that any school that is gazetted as a polling station is going to deny the public from using it for purposes of this nomination. The rest of the country has done as proud. They have given us the schools. We expect Kajiado to give those schools and make them available for purposes of this exercise. And we are making the necessary interventions to ensure that these schools are going to be used as is allowed. Then we have noted concerns from the Taita Taveta people, with them telling us that they have doubts about the processes. And as a board, we are saying that we will address the issues they have raised. We are ready to listen to them. We are ready to conduct a free and fair exercise, and we ask them to participate in the exercise, as the materials are already on site and our people are already on site. Thank you so much.
Do you have questions? Let's start from there. I would like to know.
Well, that there being Judith Peremo, she is the chair of the ODM Elections Board. They're bringing us an update on just what is going on with the party primaries. And just to recap exactly what she has said, well, one of the big stories coming out of that press conference being the fact that one aspirant was actually arrested while staffing the ballot. Of course, those being allegations that have been intimated, then he was arrested and might be arraigned for charges soon. Just to bring you an update on just what to expect going forward, the fact that we expect that nominations in places like Nakuru, Kajiado, Nyamira, and several other places are expected to take place as from tomorrow in the preparations in top gear. And speaking of Nyamira, as that county gears up for the ODM nominations tomorrow, senior political reporter Chris Thairo is already on the ground and brings him as alive now for an update. Well, Chris, we have been told that from Nairobi, the preparations are actually almost complete for the primaries in that area. What do you have for us today?
Well, Wakaba, I can confirm that it's all systems go here in Nyamira County, County 46, as they prepare for the ODM primaries come tomorrow. Already party officials are on the ground preparing, and of course, today being the last day for the campaigns, aspirants for all the elective positions are still on the ground talking to their agents just to ensure that tomorrow's process will be free and fair, and of course, will be conducted in a manner that the party has planned. And in the morning, earlier on, I had the opportunity to talk to the incumbent governor, John Nyangarama, who talked about several issues regarding tomorrow. And he was raising issues on party register, whether to use the party register or the IEBC registers. And of course, he was also dismissing some leaflets that had already been distributed starting from last evening. And they were claiming that him himself has already acknowledged that and already seeking for forgiveness from people of Nyamira County for misappropriating more than or close to 1 billion shillings. And of course, he has dismissed those reports, and I will now introducing to you that interview that I had with him earlier.
Exercise which is supposed to be done democratically. We are prepared. We have registered our people. The exercise of ODM registration started a long way off, and we have gotten the registers from I don't know who was preparing it, whether it was IBC or ODM head office, and we are ready. I would say that we are ready for the nomination exercise tomorrow. Yes.
There was this issue about the use of the register between the IBC and the party register. Which one did you prefer? Which one do you think should be used tomorrow?
I mean, it's obvious. What is IBC? IBC is Independent Electoral Commission, which engulfs all the people. What's the meaning of party elections? Party nominations. Party means party. People belonging to that party, and not to the generality. So if we are using IEBC, then it means we are using. It's as good as a general election. Although I'm not fearing anything, I would still participate in whatever. But we are insisting that we have to be party members and we have to be patriotic to the party. And therefore, we are calling upon our people to turn up in large numbers, registered members of the party, and that is when it becomes a party nomination exercise. It ceases to be a party nomination exercise when every Dick Dally and everybody and Chuck are given a chance to participate in the exercise. We can go the wrong way. And it's only those ones who want to go the wrong way that are interested in having this exercise, exercise being done by the generality. We are not saying that if you have registered people, they are going to vote for you. No. We have registered people for the party. And when we say it's a party nomination exercise, whoever has registered, whoever, will get votes from any quarters. So I don't see the fear. The fear is coming from those people who did not, take part in the registration exercise. That is the fear. But I want to array the fears because, anybody can vote for anybody. Nobody can vote for anybody, whether you are the one who registered them or not. So they should have no fear at all.
We've seen there are some leaflets being spread around town by your opponents, which is being thought that you are giving in to some of the mistakes of your county government, and it is seen that it is being used by your opponents to maybe tarnish your name ahead of the party primary.
That is cheap politics. That is cheap politics. I think I'm mature enough. I've never thought of creating, stories against any of my opponents. If I have to face them, I face them squarely. I don't go to the bush, collect firewood, build a fire, and then start talking about rubbish, which is, you can see straight away that that thing is a hoax of some sort. But I'm calling upon the people of goodwill, all people of goodwill, to shun such like cheap, and I think the people who are doing it are also cheap. Yes.
Do you think?
Well, that was the incumbent Governor John Nyangarama. And of course, there are 3 aspirants eyeing for that ODM ticket. And it hasn't been narrowed down to be a 2-horse race. And I'm now joined by one of the front runners, that is Dr. James Gesami, who is also the Member of Parliament for West Mugirango. Well, Mheshimiwa, welcome to KTN News. And let's start by the allegations that Nyangarama has raised regarding some leaflets that have been distributed by his rivals, claiming that he has already agreed of misappropriating close to 1 billion shillings.
Well, I have not seen the leaflet myself, so I cannot be able to comment on it. So when I see it, I'll be able to comment effectively. Yeah.
Well, what about when it comes to the party nominations? Are you for to use the register of the party or the IBC registers?
I'm ready to use the party register plus the IBC register as well. The party register may not be having ID number, so it has got a few names, and those names can come from Kisii County. So we must have the ID number so that we can identify the people of Nyamira, that they are the ones who are voting. So that's why we're insisting that if we have a register from Orange House, then we must also have ID card going along with it, so that we can positively identify these voters that they are actually Nyamira people. Yeah.
What do you think you'll do differently for Nyamira people if elected the governor?
Well, let me say this. I've been a member of parliament for the last 10 years. I've been a medical doctor for the last 27 years. I believe that I've got some experience to put a government in Nyamira that can deliver services to the people. As it is, I haven't seen any service delivered, or minimum service have been delivered to the people of Nyamira. Okay. At the moment, we are having no drugs in the hospitals. We are having no water. Roads are very bad, very poor. Okay. So we need to organize ourselves so that we create a government in Nyamira that is credible, that can deliver service to the people of Nyamira.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Wish you all the best. Come tomorrow. Well, that has been West Mugirango Member of Parliament Gesami, and he'll be, of course, seeking for that position on an ODM ticket. And from here in Nyamira, we know that whoever who will get that ticket, it will not be a walk in the park for him, because he will still face the Jubilee candidate, who is Walter Nyambati, and he has already been given a direct nomination by the Jubilee Party. When it comes to the position of Senator, we know that Okongo Omogeni has already been given a direct nomination for Senator on an ODM ticket. When it comes to the position of Women Rep, we know that Alice Chae, who is the current women representative in Nyamira County, has already been given a direct nomination, as well as the member for Kitutu Masaba, that is Timothy Bosire, already has a direct nomination, and of course the member for North Mugirango, he also has a direct nomination, and of course the positions that members or supporters of ODM will actually be seeking for is that the 2 constituencies, that is West Mugirango and Borabu, as well as that position for the governor of Nyamira County. Back to you, studio.
Well, indeed, thank you very much, my colleague Chris Tairo, coming live to us from Nyamira County, where indeed, as he says, it's shaping up to be a two-horse race for the nominations. Of course, some individuals already having gotten direct nominations, party politics playing out right there. We now want to proceed on a short break, but just before we go, just to let you know that we have lots more coming up here. KTN continues to be the channel to watch in these times of politics, indeed fired up all over the country. After the break, we'll be bringing you an update on party politics in Uasin Gishu County. My colleague Galvis Kosgei has been chasing that story and is standing by to bring us an update. Also after the break, the fact that the NASA retreat is currently ongoing in Mombasa. What's the latest? That more after the break. Stay with KTN News here on NewsDesk.